Okay, because I said it's going to be a state-of-the-art video, I'm going to do part 2. I really wouldn't do, but I want to really finish this in under the terms that under which I also started this video. Look, it's already almost 6 o'clock in the morning. It's like this. The white Peugeot did stop. Something I did not finish to explain. I started to talk about this stuff, but I failed to explain. From the direction of the breach that was coming through, which was kind of a weird, because I was on this side, but yeah, if I go on the other side, this stuff was already here in 2020 when it came from Poland. It was already this crosswalking and stuff like this. So they must have done this in 2019, maybe this stuff here, this the crosswalk, that kind of stuff, I think. Let me think about this stuff. I never go through here. This is the thing. I never go through here. Yeah, they finished this in 2022, I would say. 2022, I would give you. Look, breach, Peugeot did exactly according to MK Ultra. White one, race, fast across the breach. We didn't make sense because I was close to the sidewalk. Yeah, what I have a habit is when I approach to the semaphore light is to basically from the far distance already observe whether it's red or green, and based on that I act whether to decelerate or continue with the speed. Simply, I don't like to rush through the semaphores, and well, there is a semaphore there too. One thing, this is how I returned home. This is something I did not finish, but it mentioned the Peugeot. So since I mentioned the Peugeot, it's not really important, that issue. And then this issue here is very important for me because Robert Golob claimed that there will be cameras watching everything I will do. When I go through they will be seeing me, they will be watching me, literally my facial features. But he pointed in this direction here. He was pointing in this direction here, which I don't know, doesn't make me. I was thinking about how would you see from here. I was even thinking about they wouldn't give me. There is a light pole here. The light pole always was there. I remember that. But they would not tell me from which direction there would be. They would be monitoring me, video monitoring me, that kind of stuff. The guy said that he did not see me, right? That he didn't see me. But there is a light, and from what I recall, there's supposedly, this is also a light pole, but yeah, I see it's covered with a tree right there. They did complain about this stuff during MK Ultra, that this place here, that you cannot see the pedestrian. I didn't have this kind of feeling. I felt that it was when I stepped on the crosswalk, that it was extremely well lit at night. I mean, the guy with the Mercedes was literally beating the semaphore light equivalent traffic violation he was committing. And the same thing was with this Renault Scenic, older model. The same shit, it was the same thing. A younger guy was inside, but with the facial features of Miran Sudin. He was literally beating he was committing exactly the same thing, like you would want to go, it's a red light, but you still want to go through the fucking red light. I mean, and behind him another 2 cars like this. This is bizarre. This here individual, this Schkobernet, this individual here, this Schkobernet here, this individual was charged in 2007 with a crime, and in 2010 It was 3 years after Slovenian state charged one in the crime in 2007. That Miran Sudin, brother of Miran Kuchan, finally in 2010, due to his violent past against me, became again motivated in involvement in my case. This Miran Sudin was no angel. He too had the problem. He had some kind of legal problems too. I am going to look into his past. I am going to look into the year 2008, 2007, 2008, 2009. I need to find out about that kind of stuff. What the fuck was that about? He did have some kind of problems when it comes to Miran Sudin. I don't know what kind of problems he had, but he also had some kind of problems with Robert Golob, was the one who was taking care of that stuff and was doing the stuff. This Miran Sudin, I don't know why, but something is saying to me that he had also some kind of a rough past. I don't know, sometimes in like 2000 or something like this. I am going to look into that stuff also. Is there like anything else here I was going to say? But these are important things, because I was always certain that when they were talking about the stuff like this, it was for the paranoia, that they were inciting in a paranoia. I don't know if you remember me in previous videos. I suggested it was everything paranoia, because there was a lot of paranoia. There was a total lunacy. There was a complete lunacy. It was total lunacy. It was a total lunacy. I don't even know how the fuck you say that, but it's the stuff that you would use to attach to the car a bicycle and stuff like that, that kind of stuff. This first time that kind of stuff was seen in Austria, where psychiatrist Peter Kapsch would deliver me sometimes in a high school, and they would not have this kind of stuff in Slovenia yet. They wouldn't use this kind of stuff in Slovenia, and it so appealed to the psychiatrist Peter Kapsch. This guy was scared to fucking death that he hallucinated seeing that kind of stuff. He saw the police lights in it, and then he started to natolcevati in Slovenian language. He started to insist me that it's a police lights. The Christmas trees became different with the psychiatrist Peter Kapsch during MK Ultra. He demanded from me to see the police lights in them, especially if those were red, white, blue. Psychiatrist Peter Kapsch demanded from me to see lights inside of the apartment, Christmas lights inside of the apartment, where you would not see the Christmas tree flashing. Demanded for me to see the police lights and so on. How can the hell this be under any circumstances normal case like this? And how can you run, or how long can you run this kind of case for? I mean, they did this for 53 years, didn't they? I mean, what else is out there? I mean, obviously when you label somebody through the psychiatry, you can do just about absolutely everything in him. Ladies and gentlemen, this goes beyond human butchery into the area of the human experimentation. This is no good for you. Something like a SS was doing, or something the Soviet communists were doing, using people basically to butcher, to experiment, engage in a medical experimentation, and they did more than Adolf Hitler. Soviets killed 100 times more people on a human, using a human experimentation, butcheries. Josip Broz Tito did. Yugoslavs did, experimented on human beings. They talk about Gestapo, they talk about the Hitler, the biggest murderer, registered as a proven evil. They alone did 100 times more than that, 1,000 times more than that, 1,000 times worse than that. And that's exactly where this program is going into. That's exactly what I categorize one. There's nothing new about this shit.